let me actually start, and we'll come to the big picture, but I want to start with the report that we have done on the BJP MLA Vungsagin Walte, somebody I know you have known quite well personally as well in your time that you have spent working in Manipur. Now, of course, the images are horrible. What happened to Mr. Walte is horrible. But Mr. Walte's family made an allegation, and the allegation that they made to us and to other channels was that there was no assistance that was forthcoming once Mr. Walte was airlifted. They are not denying, of course, that the airlift was organized by the state government. Now, while these images are very disturbing, I want you to come in on that. We also do have the documents that have now been released by BJP leaders, which show, and we can please bring those documents up. There they are. The cost of the airlift, which is close to 50 lakhs. But the human tragedy remains in focus, and the family continues to feel what they call abandoned. I want you to respond to this particular report that we and others have done.
Well, Barkhaji, at the outset, let me share with your viewers that when I was serving as the advisor to the Chief Minister, Pu Walte, he was somebody I had looked up to. He was one of the senior leaders coming in from the Kuki community, from Churachandpur. And I have personally spent endless hours just understanding the complexity of Churachandpur, the politics there, the insurgency movements there, all of that. And he's been almost like a teacher to me, helping me understand about the geography and the landscape. However, he has been through absolute hell. There is no denying that. What he's going through, may God, give him absolutely fast recovery. But at times, when there is an an ethnic clash of this magnitude, a lot of things get obliterated. A lot of facts go missing. What I have learned, because ever since he was airlifted and the way he was attacked, I inquired a lot out of just sheer curiosity. There was a cabinet meeting organized at the CM's bungalow. Among that cabinet meeting, there were other Kuki leaders also present, and there was an indication from the security establishment that please don't allow the Kuki leaders to go and leave the CM bungalow at that time. There were other Kuki leader, Nemcha Madam, who was also cabinet minister. She stayed back, but then unfortunately Walteji left and he went in far away into an unsecured area and he was attacked by a mob. Once the attack happened, he was immediately shifted to one of the local hospitals in Manipur. And thereafter, he was, realizing his condition is not improving, he was immediately airlifted. In the midst of an absolute mayhem on the streets of Imphal, he was airlifted, and as soon as he landed, as in the pictures, as you can see, is the OSD to the Chief Minister of Manipur, Dr. Vikrant. He's also, incidentally, one of the doctors at Apollo Hospital. He takes care of a lot of Manipur cancer patients who come to Delhi. He was at the airport.
So he is both, just to understand this, he's both a doctor and an OSD in the Manipur government?
Just a consultant, a visiting consultant at Apollo, but he's serving as an OSD, a medical health expert OSD to the Chief Minister of Manipur. He was waiting along with a representative from the Manipur government, who's a cabinet minister of education. He was present along with the BJP state president. She was also present over there to receive him and ferry him to Apollo Hospital immediately. Throughout every single day when he was at Apollo, the concerned government official was there with him through and through. After the discharge happened, there were two options before Walteji. He could have either gone to the Manipur Bhavan, but looking at his condition, I suppose the family realized that it is better off that if he's taken to his family and he can get a better care over there. But through this period of hospital stay, etc., all the bills are going to be eventually submitted and get covered. That's the usual procedure of any state government employee, or in this case, he's a very senior member of Legislative Assembly. All these medical bills, on usual, will be covered by the Assembly's funds eventually once,
Can I clarify what you just said? Because that's an important point that you're making. Because when we were asking the family, they said so far, the hospital bills have been paid by them. You are saying these bills will be covered by the state government.
Can we unmute? Yeah. So this is not something which is a special case scenario here. I mean, usually all bills of all legislative assembly members gets covered by the assembly. If there is somebody who is a member of the state cabinet or something like that, they'll be covered by the state government. These are the usual norms. I think let the dust settle, these bills would be submitted, and that's how it will get eventually processed. I don't see, a lot of hue and cry was made that there was no assistance whatsoever. This is what I principally disagree with, because there are facts to oppose it. The charter was arranged, though the state government was completely obsessed with handling the violence on the streets, but still it was made, a point was made that he gets the best treatment possible. And he was airlifted to Delhi, and at Apollo he was given all the medical care that was required, and every day he was visited by a representative of the state government. These are the facts which cannot be refuted.
Okay, I'm very glad to hear these facts. But when you say a hue and cry was created about Mr. Valte, I assure you that we reported what the family said, and why do you think the family feels this way? That's what I want to understand here. Of course, Mr. Valte himself can't speak, because of his paralysis. But Mr. Valte's wife Moinu and his son Joseph, they say that they've spent about close to 50 lakhs, because of course after the discharge also, Rajat, as you know, there are medical bills and so on. I know some BJP leaders have also said that a few lakhs was also given as in monetary compensation. We did try and ask the family this. The family says that they got this through a doctor. They don't, in their understanding, they have not yet got any money from the state government, but they've applied, they say, for reimbursement, which you also just mentioned. I want to understand from you, why is this? One of the senior most leaders of the state, he's also been an advisor to the chief minister like you. Why is his family feeling like this? I mean, as a journalist, I'm only reporting what they're saying to me. So why are they feeling like this? And we did try, before we got to talk to you, we called several MLAs in Manipur after this report, and we were not able to get them to give us a response on this story. Otherwise, we would have definitely accommodated it. Why do you think they're feeling like this?
Well, I can empathize. I mean, they're not going through a normal situation. Puwalte is in a condition where we can all pray for his swift recovery, but he looks completely shattered and broken down himself. What he has gone through. I mean, such a senior leader, being attacked by a mob so ruthlessly. I believe the entire shock of the event that unfolded on the 5th of May has still jolted the family, and I am all with them, barring the technicalities, those could be put aside. But let me tell you, right from the chief minister, I've had a discussion with him also earlier when Puwalte was attacked. And every single cabinet minister there, all senior erstwhile leaders also across party line. I mean, everybody is deeply empathetic and deeply shocked as to what happened. It is just that every single leader is right now handling their own constituency. Every constituency still has mobs paying for revenge, ensuring that justice is being delivered. There is still violence on the streets. It is these political leaders who have to go out on the streets and calm the people who still believe justice is missing from maybe the Kuki side or the Meitei side. Everybody is still feeling that the justice hasn't been delivered yet, and it is these political leaders. It's very easy to blame them, but it's hard to be a politician at the end of the day. They are on the street handling people, ensuring that no emotive response comes in and snowballs into yet another controversy. I think once all of this settles down, Valteji and the respect that he carries in the top echelons of Manipur society will be there. He is still respected and will continue to get that respect. I think this is just a very, very bad time that Manipur hasn't seen in several years. So I think just keep that thought in mind, that this is not the normal times. And any story that we pull out of that context might seem very odd, but putting things back into the context of Manipur, you would see that things are not good, and this is
I'm
just
very
one that should be seen in the context.
And we'll certainly convey what you have said to the family. I'm sure they'll also be relieved to hear it. We're also relieved to hear that the hospital bills will also be, as a matter of course, which is what you're clarifying, be footed by the state government.